All right, I'm just going to go ahead and start speaking about this insight that I have for Tauruses and a connection that they are in that is more than likely toxic, and why this connection has become toxic. Okay. I'm going to try not to make the video long, but you know, I do have Gemini, and I have Jupiter in Gemini, and Gemini is in my 10th house of career. Okay. So when it comes to things, um, I am a conversationist. Okay. I don't always articulate things the way that I want to. Like, I don't come off the way that I want to, but I come off in the way that I need to. Okay. All right. So I just uploaded a live reading, or I didn't even have to upload it, but I just did a live reading for Taurus. Okay. And after I had got some of the messages for you, Taurus, my insight and intuition started kicking in, because I was thinking about the messages in the back of my head while I'm doing stuff around the house. And I'm analyzing how Taurus always gets the devil card, okay? Taurus always gets the um lately Taurus has been getting the Wheel of Fortune, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, the devil card, I'm talking about major arcana. Taurus is getting um the strength card, okay? The chariot card. Taurus is getting the tower, okay? And when it comes to the regular cards, and this is me speaking in tarot without the tarot, okay? This is me analyzing the energy of what's going on with Taurus as a collective, okay? Um, Taurus is getting the Nine of Cups. Taurus is getting the Eight of Pentacles. Taurus is getting the Seven of Swords. What else is Taurus getting? Um, Judgment as well. Okay. Okay. Well, to continue, now this could be in the form of a romantic relationship, or it could be with business, or it could be with family and friends. Okay. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's situation is going to be different. Now, Taurus, you love and when you commit to something, you commit wholeheartedly, okay? And you dig roots, which, I would say means you ground yourself in that situation, okay? This is why Tauruses like to gain a sense of stability, okay? And Taurus can gain a sense of stability with home and their finances, and also in connections, okay? In a romantic connection. But the thing about it is, once you realize that everything isn't meant to last forever, like Tauruses will hold on to a connection, because this is what we're talking about. Tauruses will hold on to a connection, knowing that things are not the way that they should be, with hopes of transforming the connection. And what happens is, and it's almost like that Virgo energy, what happens is you become a living sacrifice. Okay. You become a mortar for or in these connections because you don't let go until um, you are satisfied or until you really feel like, okay, I can release. Now, Tauruses will know in the back of their head it's time to release, but actually, they don't. They will not release. And this is where that devil card comes in. This is where that toxicity comes in or begins because Tauruses start to obsess with a connection. Okay. Because for one, Taurus is going to ground themselves in whatever it is that they love. Okay. Whatever, appeals to their senses and makes them feel good, they're going to ground themselves in that. Now, what happens is, because Taurus is a physical element, because Taurus is earthly and material, Taurus feels like everything is supposed to last forever. Okay? But the reality is, nothing lasts forever, Taurus. And at some point, you have to learn to release. Okay? Because when you don't release, it hinders your growth. Okay? Things become toxic, possibly abusive. Um, and when one thing becomes toxic or obsessive, it opens doors for other things to feed off of those energies. Okay. So you may be in a connection, regardless of what type of connection it is, you may be in a connection with someone or a group of people and you're not happy. Okay. And what happens is you'll go, and this is not just Taurus, this is anyone. Okay. This is human behavior, low vibrational, but it is human behavior. And I am not a psychiatrist as of yet. So I'm not, telling anyone what they should or should not do. This is me just giving my perception and my advice. Okay. I can't tell you what is best for you. Okay. But once you allow for one area of your life to become, toxic in an obsession type of way, okay, it opens the door for you to become obsessive when it comes to escaping the reality of what is actually happening. Okay, because you don't really want to deal with what's going on. Okay, you don't want to face reality. You're like, okay, well, until I get this fixed, until I figure this out, or until things evolve and or change, I'm going to, rely on a form of codependence, okay, which is toxic, okay, or can become toxic, okay, if not checked. So, like I said, when you don't want to release some connection, it opens the door for things, other things in your life to become toxic, okay? And you kind of spiral, all right? And because things are happening in such a low vibrational way, it's hard for you to manifest, okay? And when Taurus, the bull, isn't manifesting, it's because they are stagnant or they are procrastinating in whatever area of their lives, because more than likely they have become stubborn, which makes them stuck, or they are overanalyzing a situation, okay, which makes them stuck. All right. This is the nature of Taurus and why they become stagnant, all right, for too long. Now, um, the insight of this connection, which is toxic, is that you have to let go. And if it was as easy as I just said it, then there would be no reason for me to be making this video, okay? It is not easy for anyone to let go of something that they have become secure with, okay? In order for you to unstick or unstuck or to move on in life, you have to end the cycle of this connection, okay? So when I say that, you have to understand that you end the cycle of a connection and then you move on. But if you don't learn the lesson that the connection was even presented, why the connection was presented to you, or the reason the connection was presented to you, if you don't learn that lesson, then you're going to find yourself repeating that same connection, okay? So, Taurus, what can you do to not allow yourself to repeat a toxic cycle? You have to shift your focus, okay? You have to shift your focus. You have to put your focus on yourself and off of any and all connections until you balance yourself inwardly, okay? I'm not necessarily saying that you have to become this saint or whatnot, but you do have to balance yourself and come into yourself to learn this lesson, okay? Because if you don't, Taurus, you're going to continue to repeat this cycle, okay? And I know that you're tired of repeating the same cycles in connections, okay? Whether it be love, work, you know, family, friends, whatever. You have to, for some of you, you have to stop allowing yourself to be a sacrifice, okay? Someone else's happiness cannot come from you, all right? You cannot, and this is that Virgo energy that I'm picking up, but some of you guys could have Virgo in your chart, but it's all part of that earth energy, okay? You cannot put yourself on hold and settle, okay? Because that's the word that I'm hearing. A lot of you guys could settle for a situation when you know that it's not your situation, okay? You want to fix people, you want to heal people, you want things to be a certain type of way, like a status quo type situation. And one thing about life is everyone's life is not going to be the same, okay? We are not going to all have the same outcome to a situation. We can't change people. We can only change ourselves. And even though we know that, when we act on that, when we move on that information, because you can have a boatload of information and not utilize it. And Taurus, this is what I'm being led to tell you. A lot of you guys know better than what you have been allowing for yourself. A lot of you guys know that your focus is supposed to be on yourself, on your security. And then all the other things will be added unto you. Whatever all the other things are. If you already have a family, if you already have a husband and a child and a home and a business, then whatever else could be added onto you would probably be for you, okay? And the thing about society is that we allow others to project what should be instead of going with our inner selves and connecting with our higher selves, or instead of going with our or connecting with our inner selves and going with our higher selves, okay? And living a life to fulfill our purpose. And when we fulfill our purpose, and when I say we, I'm speaking of everyone, when we fulfill our purpose in life, it's for the highest good of all. And then it's not selfish. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't like to be called selfish when they focus on themselves and they go in hermit mode, and they they don't hang out, and they don't communicate and socialize, or whatever, socialize as much as they used to, and they start focusing on themselves and getting themselves together, you know. And when I say themselves, like if you have a home, you know what I'm saying, or family. You focus on that instead of, um, things that are outside of you. And even if you have a home and a family, at some point you have to realize that you have to nurture yourself. You have to love yourself and take care of yourself, because if you don't and no one else is doing it, then you won't be around to nurture and take care of other people. Okay. So to sum this up, because I'm cooking and I smell my food, but to sum this up, Taurus, you have to let go. Okay? Wholeheartedly. You have to end these karmic cycles. Okay? You have to. And then you have to heal and balance yourself before anything new can present itself into your life. Okay? All right, leave me a comment, like the video, subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Like I said, I am Magical Jones. I might not have said it before, but I am Magical Jones, and this is Ascending Vibrations. And this was the insight for Taurus in a toxic connection. Okay. All right. See you guys later.